What's up, everyone? Chris Driven here. We're on day 20 of being unemployed in California, and it seems like that countdown or streak is going to end. And I will give you guys more details later on until I know that it's official. But to explain, yesterday I was on a walk with this guy, Mr. Toxico. Yep, he knows his name. Just kidding. And I just received a text from one of the managers. His name is also Chris, and asking me if I was still interested in the product specialist position for this dealership. And, I told him yes, not only because obviously I still need a job, but I was initially excited to try being involved in the automotive industry. And so by helping customers or potential customers understand everything that it offers, or just showing them the vehicles and teaching them about it, understanding it is the way that I had put it when I went to go interviews, helping people understand the vehicles, because when you understand like something or someone, you tend to like it a lot more. So that's going to be part of my job, but I'm going to be heading out there by Riverside, California, and going to be signing a lot of paperwork. Well, not a lot of paperwork. And I'll be sharing with you guys soon on where I'll be at. If you guys want to go visit, check out the cars, buy cars, because that will also help me out. But if I can help you, most importantly, get into a vehicle that we're going to be selling to y'all, then I'll be happy to be the person to help y'all to do that. There's going to be lots to learn, and this is something that I've never been involved in as far as working at a dealership, so everything is going to be brand new to me. I'm typically somebody who is able to learn a lot of new things. I'm still a sponge even at 26 years old. I'm 26, for those of you that don't know. I probably never shared that. Born October 25th, if you guys want to share birthdays to connect. But it's going to be an experience that I hope is going to offer a lot of opportunities in the future, because this particular brand does have a racing division, and I'm not saying that I want to get involved in racing. However, I do love go-karting so much and driving cars, driving fast. I hope it does present opportunities that allow me to hopefully travel with my wife if she's able to, like on the weekends, and just experience everything involving cars, So this is going to be a stepping stone into that. And with that said, I'll be able to continue a lot of automotive content, as well as, I guess, my sort of lifestyle or how things are going as well. So if you guys want updates on how it is being employed, and just doing any questions you guys have, I will happily answer, make videos off of them. But this is it. And like I said, day 20 of being unemployed. It has not been easy. I want to thank everybody for supporting and subscribing to the channel by doing that. And I will talk to you guys very soon, because I need to make breakfast and I need to start heading out over there. So I'll see you soon.
Say bye, Miss Baby. Come on, say bye.
Okay, everybody, this is it. We made it down to Spring Acura, which is, by the time that I post this video, this will mean that it is official. But regardless, I'll still include this footage if, it's not. But I know for sure it is. I'm just kind of in denial in some way, because, like I said, when I received the text, they didn't officially say you're hired or we're going to take you on. But yeah, I'm essentially here to fill out new hire packets, whatever that has to include. But currently I just feel a bit anxious, because like I've said, this is gonna be a territory that I'm extremely new to, but Not sure if it has to do with maybe dealing with people. I think dealing with, people it does get me anxious here and there, but that's only because people can be unpredictable. And, when it comes to selling cars or assisting in doing that, things may not always go your way. And especially due to the fact that out here in California, dealerships are all together. Like, this is basically a village of dealerships. And it's crazy because back in Texas, there's dealerships here, like further down the street there's another one, like, they're a bit spread out. And it's like you don't have dealerships as your neighbors as you do here. Like I said, it's basically an entire neighborhood of dealerships. So the first time I came down, I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, look at the competition, look at all the dealerships we have to compete against. So, like I said, part of my job is going to be to help Acura get customers, educate customers on, the vehicles that we will be offering. And I say we because I'm already considering myself as the Acura team. But yeah, I think hopefully this career, like I said, it presents a lot of great opportunities, but I also pray to God that it still allows me to have a life. I know the manager, in the second interview was telling me, we want to make sure that you still have a life besides having to work weekends. So hopefully, as I've asked them already, I don't know, that weekends will be on and off, because like I've seen a lot of sales reps, and a lot of the times they look tired all the time. I don't know if it's me, I could be wrong, but they look tired all the time. They're always working. And so this is one thing that I wish companies could understand is like, look, there's always going to be work. People are always going to want to, buy things. And I just hope that, like I said, to work weekends is fine, but to work one and then the next week, no, like that's perfectly fine. But to work every single weekend is something that I'm completely against. So yeah, hopefully they do give me like off days on the weekends and sometimes during the week, but however the scheduling is. But I just don't want it to affect my relationship, because that is my kind of priority and something that's maybe affected me in my choices of staying at a career before. For example, leaving the jail, that was, they switched me over to overnights. And why do I feel like I'm that uncle that goes into, like, I'm gonna be that elderly in the store that just goes into an entire story. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I'm starting to realize, because I'm going on one topic and then I start telling the whole story about it. Let's see if we get hired for sure. Okay, so I just got done filling out the new hire packets, and I'm still gonna count being unemployed because the HR still needs to process that paperwork and then also give me an official hire date or when I would start. So technically, until then, I'm still gonna be jobless and still not getting money. It's pretty tough right now, I will tell you. And there's only been a few things that have been saving me. There's nothing in my savings though. Obviously, you guys don't really need to know that information, but I think it's important sometimes to kind of share a little bit of how bad it can be, because I would hate for other people to feel lonely and thinking they're the only one struggling. But trust me, I've been through some bad situations, and this is still kind of one of them. However, just because I'm on camera, I'm not trying to pretend like everything's okay, but just deep inside, I'm still holding on. And yeah, hopefully I can start soon. It's not like just any regular job, working at a dealership, because you're getting involved with looking over people's social security and all that. So there's major things that could slow down the process of just starting, right away. And so I do need to go get my fingerprint scanned, which I think I might need to pay a fee. And, that's just more money down the drain, just to be able to work somewhere. But this is the process, and then after getting the fingerprint, I do need to do an online test of some sort involving getting the license to sell at a dealership. And then as soon as I can get that done, hopefully I can start this week. If anything, I would like to start this week. That way I can kind of get a peace of mind and also just money going. But yeah, I will share a little bit of details on what is kind of required of me. That way, in case if you're somebody who is going to be working at a dealership, or maybe even this one, I'm not sure how other dealerships are. But yeah, I'll try to disclose all the information that I'm allowed to. There's nothing that I have been told or read that I'm not able to, but you know, using some common sense, you should know what you should be able to share online. But yeah, so good luck to me, I guess, because I'm here alone for now. Wife is still she's in school right now, and my duty is just to go to work. One thing that is kind of difficult though with living in California and being unemployed, feel alone sometimes though. Like, I'm able to enjoy things, but it's not all that enjoyable if she's not with me. You know, everything that I like to do, she pretty much likes to do, whether it's involving like riding bikes and going out to go-kart. I know the only thing she might not like to do as much is attending car events. But even then, going alone, I do feel pretty lonely, and I feel like I'm almost there for like nothing. It's kind of weird because I'm normally independent. Anyway, you see, I'm doing it again, going into like a whole side story. But okay, this will be the end of this video. Once again, appreciate everybody who's supporting and subscribing and following along, because yeah, it's not easy out there, and I want to be able to share the reality of life, you know, sometimes, because like as I mentioned before, it's not just about doing the content, because you yourself as a person, you are the content, and this is the story right now. You know, just got married June, moved to California, unemployed, struggling, barely getting a job now. It's never easy. Just look at other YouTubers. But yeah, I would eventually like to have the what is it, the Insta360 Go 3S camera. That's currently the camera right now to be able to do some POV shots. So whether it's magnetically holding onto your hat, or if you have a necklace. I'm the type of person that wants to share some content, living in the moment, and I guess talking to the camera right now is the only thing that I can do. But yeah, so right now I'm going to head back home and work on, well, probably get some breakfast because it's already afternoon. But yeah, once again, thanks for subscribing. Stay driven. My emotions are getting to me internally. Like, you can tell because I'm really mellowed out. But it's also because my future seems unknown at the moment. It's unknown. Just hoping everything works out, and whether this is the career path that I end up going on, besides or rather than going to firefighter, well, I guess we'll find that out, huh? Okay, well, stay driven. I'll see you guys later.